A very good evening. Welcome, dear parents, to this knowledge sharing session. Knowledge gaining is the first step to wisdom. Sharing it is the first step to humanity. To teach is easy. To undo the wrong information is very difficult in any age group. The idea behind this phonics session is for all to upgrade or refresh the knowledge to help our kids or students better. I would like to mention that we are not phonic experts, but facilitators who have tried to simplify phonics to help our children benefit more and to empower the moms, as you all are the real teachers and helping our little ones at home. Mode of communication and instructions in ISB is completely in English. Using multiple languages to explain slows the process of learning any language. Children will be hesitant to answer in English in the beginning, but will pick up faster because children till the age of 6 can pick up multiple languages. Their brain is the best, so please make use of it. If your child learns to join sounds and reads phonetically, there will be never a need for you to all make them learn spellings for dictation. Your child will listen, break the word phonetically, and write the letters accordingly. Let's revisit the rules and easy ways to make it simpler for the students. Without further delay, let's start. In today's session, I will be covering the topics about signs and symbols, sight words, phonics, daddy and baby letters. First is about signs, symbols, and logos. Reading starts at the very early age. When kids are passing in front of Lulu or KFC, they recognize the symbols. They don't know how to read in that stage, but they start recognizing the symbols. This is the very first stage of reading. So mainly pre-reading starts from the very early stage itself. So let me show you some logos. On the screen, you can see by seeing the logos itself, the child is able to recognize. You can even ask the child if the child is sitting nearby to you. It's McDonald's, it's Apple, it's Cadbury, it's Pepsi. Like they can understand, they can read. Even the car logos like Toyota, BMW, Honda. So this is the first stage of reading, that is recognizing the symbols. Next is sight words. Sight words are nothing but reading by sight. Sight words are commonly used words that kids are encouraged to memorize as a whole by sight. So they can automatically recognize these words in print without having to use any strategies to decode. Nowadays, kids are playing games in phones, tablets, etc. From there also, they are learning so many words. So the first set of sight words for the toddlers or play groups. Next slide, please. These are the sight words for the toddlers who are playing in the phone and all. Start, quit, exit, skip ad. In YouTube, they see and they even read it. How? Because for them, it's a sight word. Similarly, no, end, yes, etc. Another set of sight words in the next slide, which we teach initially in the school, that is, and, on, I, she, he, the, etc. Why sight words are important to the children? To make a meaningful sentence, we need sight words, and we are encouraging our kids to read, and so that we are teaching them to memorize few sight words in the school. Coming to the main topic, phonics. What is phonics? It is a method of teaching how to read, how to write. And why phonics? In Indian school Bausha, we do follow phonics because phonics instruction teaches children how to decode letters, uh, them to read unfamiliar words by themselves. They don't know the word, but they try to read by splitting it. So it teaches children how to decode the letters into their respective sounds, a skill that is very essential for them to read unfamiliar words by themselves. Phonics helps to give correct pronunciation of words. It helps with speech and language development. Children can use phonics knowledge to sound out the words, and phonics is essential for children to become successful readers and spellers and writers in early years of schooling and beyond. Coming to the next point, phoneme. What is phoneme? Next slide, please. Phoneme. A phoneme is the sound of the letter. It is just a sound, and grapheme is the graphical representation of the sound. So after seeing the next slide, you will understand more about phoneme. Next slide is all about daddy and baby letters. On the screen, you can see the letters. The daddy letters are the uppercase letters or the capital letters, and baby letters are the lowercase letters or the small letters. In KG1, we teach only capital letters. Daddy letters are called by the name, whereas baby letters are phonetically pronounced. Like on the left hand side, you can see the letters P, K, M, T, B, G, etc. And on the right hand side, you can see the small letters, which we pronounce it as P, K, M, T, B, G, and so on. So these are the difference between daddy letters and baby letters. And while teaching at home also, we request you to please follow the same rules so that the child won't get confused. Now, I would like to request Ms. Jovita to take over the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Navya. Good evening, everyone. In my session, I would like to talk about general sound discriminations, strokes, and verbalization of letter formation. First, general sound discrimination. Before introducing phonics or letter sounds, it's important to work on child's listening skills. And for that, we in Kindergarten 1 try to introduce three types of sounds. First, environmental sounds. Environmental sounds are the everyday sounds around us, like birds chirping, a doorbell ringing, raindrops falling, or a car honking, etc. Recognizing these sounds helps children develop careful listening skills, which are the foundation of phonics. At home, kindly encourage your child to listen and guess different sounds during a walk or even while roaming around the house. You can convert it into a fun listening game. Second, instrumental sounds. Once the child has become a good listener, we introduce instrumental sounds. These are sounds made by musical instruments such as drums, bells, rattles, or tambourines. Listening to and identifying these sounds help children distinguish between different tones and pitches, which strengthens their auditory discrimination skills. You can also use simple household items like spoons, containers, or bottles filled with grains or rice to create a fun sound activity at home. Third, body percussion. Body percussion means making sounds using our own body, such as clapping, tapping our knees, snapping fingers, or stomping our feet. These activities help children develop rhythm, coordination, concentration, and listening skills. When children copy and repeat sound patterns, they are preparing their ears to hear and recognize the different sounds in spoken words, an important step before reading and writing. All these activities may look like simple play, but they are actually building a strong listening skill that child needs before they learn or begin learning letter sounds. A child who listens well learns phonics more confidently. Now, next topic, strokes. So, just as we learn to walk before we run, children learn strokes before they write letters. Practicing basic strokes strengthens their hand muscles, improves pencil control, and makes writing easier and more enjoyable. These small steps lay the foundation for confident writing. Strokes are shapes that young kids learn to draw before they start writing the actual letters. So these strokes helps to develop fine motor skills, hand-eye coordination, and pencil control essential for writing. Teaching pre-writing strokes basically helps kids to prepare them for writing letters and numbers as well. So, here are some of the main strokes that we focus in kindergarten. Next slide, please. As you can see, there is a standing line, a sleeping line, and a slanting line. Next. Go back, make a curve, and a bump. Tail in front and tail behind. Now, while doing a jump, the child has to keep the pencil down and go up and make a jump. Similarly, to make a swing, they have to keep their pencil up, come down and make a swing. Similarly, tail in front and tail behind. Next slide, please. And this is a ponytail. Now, the third thing is verbalization. Now, I would like to demonstrate few letters. Next slide, please. I would like to demonstrate few letters and numbers and show you how to verbalize it while writing so that it will be more clearer, and we would like to request all the parents to kindly follow the same verbalization while teaching at home so that kids don't get confused and they don't forget the formation if they say and write. Always encourage them to say the formations while writing. So I'll just show this on my whiteboard over here. I hope this is visible. So here are my 4 lines. This is our upper red line, upper blue line, down blue line, and down red line. Now, if I want to teach my child how to write a capital letter or a daddy letter C, how to verbalize it, or how the kindergarten teachers are verbalizing these letters before teaching them to write, I'll be just showing you that. So how do we say it? We say, keep your pencil on the up red line, go back, make a curve, come down, touch the down blue line, stop. This is C. Now, if I have to write the baby letter C, keep your pencil on the up blue line, go back, make a curve, touch the down blue line, stop. Baby letter C. Similarly, how to write letter D? To write the letter D, keep your pencil on the upper red line, make a standing line, come down, stop on the down blue line. Pick your pencil up, keep your pencil again on the up red line, make a big bump, touch the down blue line, stop. D. For baby letter D, first we will keep our pencil on the upper blue line, go back, make a curve, go up, 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 touch the red line, upper red line, come down on the same line and make a small tail. This is D. Now, if I have to write letter M, keep your pencil on the upper red line, make a standing line, come down, make a standing line, Stop on the down blue line. Pick your pencil up. Again, keep your pencil on the up red line. Down the mountain, up the mountain, and make a straight standing line. M. Now, to write baby letter M. Keep your pencil on the up blue line. Make a straight standing line. Go back on the same line. Make a jump. Again go back on the same line. Make another jump. Touch the down blue line and make a small tail. Now, most of the times while writing this letter, baby letter D, what children do is they prefer writing the standing line first and then they make this small curve, which is a wrong formation. So kindly make sure the parents are following the same formation what the teacher is teaching in this school. Similarly, for M, most of the times children don't draw this standing line, which is very important. First, they have to make the standing line. Then they have to go back on the same line, jump, again go back on the same line, jump, and then a small tail. So this is the formation of letters. Now using the strokes and the verbalization of the strokes. Now if I have to teach my child numbers using strokes. So for numbers also we can use the same verbalization which we are using for the letters. For example, if I have to write number 2, I have to say, keep your pencil on the dot, jump, slanting line and a sleeping line. 2. To write number 3, keep your pencil on the dot, make a bump and a bumpety bump. 3. Similarly, to write number 5, keep your pencil on the dot, make a standing line, make a bump and a sleeping line on the top. So these are the formations or these are the verbalizations or these are the verbal words we use to teach the child how to form the letter or the numbers. Thank you so much, parents, for being so attentive. I hope everybody has understood the formation, and also there are certain videos which we teachers have made regarding all the formation of all the letters from A to Z. It might be forwarded to you or it might be added in the chronicles depending on the sections. Since I would just like to repeat what Ms. Navya has already informed. For KG1, first we are introducing only the letter recognition and we have not still started by teaching them the formation. It happens step by step in different sections. From KG1 to KG2 there is some progression, and from KG2 to KG3 there is a progression. So this is just a knowledge sharing session where we are just helping the parents to know how and what we are using, which words we are using, which verbalization we are using in the school, so that the parent who is teaching the child at home can follow the same verbalization. Thank you so much. Now I would like to request Ms. Ramshina to take over.
Very good evening to one and all. Thank you, Ms. Jovita. Now we are going to explore 2 fun and powerful language activities that can make a big difference in your child's speech and early reading skills. Those are alliterations and tongue twisters. These activities feel like games to children, but they help to build important language foundations that support speaking, listening, and even reading skills. Alliterations and tongue twisters both are correlated. Let's go to tongue twisters. Let's see how it is, what it is. Tongue twisters are short, playful sentences with repeated sounds that are difficult to say quickly. Why they are difficult to say? It is because the similar sounds are repeated quickly behind the next word. For example, she sells seashell by the seashore. Here if you see, you can see the letter S being repeatedly used here, which make it difficult for the child to pronounce it one by one. Another example, red lorry, yellow lorry. Another one, 5 funny frogs found fresh flies. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. In all these phrases or sentences, you can see Each letter, the beginning letter, is repeated, which makes it difficult for the child or for a person who is using it, difficult for them to say that in a quick manner. What are the benefits of tongue twisters? How it will be helpful for the children? Let's have a look on it. It helps to pronounce sounds more clearly. It strengthens mouth and tongue muscles when it is practiced continuously, improves speech clarity, increases confidence when speaking. It gives focus and pay attention to sounds. Here I would like to remind parents, accuracy comes before speed. So encourage your children to say the words clearly first. It is not necessary that they need to say those words correctly in the first attempt itself. Give them chance more and more. Encourage them to say the words again and again. Then gradually increase the speed. Now let's go to the next topic, alliteration. Okay. Alliteration is when several words begin with the same sound. Okay, or words with same sound is repeatedly used in a phrase or sentence. For example, silly snakes slither slowly. Busy bees buzz. Happy hippos hop. Here what you can see, the same sound has been repeated in that phrase 2 or 3 times. Here what happens, it helps a child to remember what was the sound used. It will stay in their mind when they are using it continuously, when they are practicing it continuously. Notice that each sentence repeats the same beginning sound. That is where the alliterations is all about. If you check our class names also, you can see that we have used such words for the child to remember, helping them to learn through seeing. For example, for KG1, we had used adorable Applejack, bold Barney, curious chipmunk. Here, what is the first letter, the beginning letter is all same. Now, why is alliteration important? It helps children to hear and recognize beginning sounds. It improves listening skill. It develops phonological awareness, which is very important in pre-reading skill. It expands vocabulary. It helps to remember words more easily and concisely. Now, benefits of including tongue twisters and alliteration in early age. So many researchers have shown that children who can hear and play with sounds often find it easier to learn to read faster. It helps in improving listening skill, memory, concentration, speech clarity, vocabulary, confidence in communication, early literacy skills, and most importantly, they make learning enjoyable. Now, for the parents to try at home, I would suggest 1 or 2 activities which will make it easy and fun for the children also to get engaged. Okay, just you have to do, tell the child a letter, for example, S. Tell them to find some few objects which is around them. For example, with S, they might find a spoon quickly, sock, soap, shoes, all these things. Now, what you have to do, help the child to curate funny short sentences with those words. For example, what comes in my mind thinking of spoon, sock and all is, a spoon is stuck in a stingy sock. Now, what here we made a phrase, a funny phrase with 1 letter, with 1 sound. In similar way, you can tell the kids to find more of such with those letters. You can tell the kids to find more words. With those words, they can curate so many phrases or sentences which will help them to learn that spelling, learn that letter and sound more precisely. Now, activity number 2. Okay, just nothing, you need to do nothing. Just practice start with simple, just 2 words. Such tongue twisters start in each week. Give them a target of learning 1 tongue twister at a time. Say it slowly, repeat together. Try saying it a little bit faster once you feel that the child has got the hang. Like this, it will help them to improve their speaking vocabulary. It will help them to improve their memory power too. Now, I would like to say, celebrate the effort, not perfection. Don't expect perfection from the children at the beginning itself. Help them to attain that perfection in a slowly pace. Now, alliteration and tongue twisters are much more than fun word games. They help children develop listening skills, speech clarity, vocabulary, confidence, and early literacy. The wonderful part is that these activities doesn't require any expensive materials or long lessons. Just a few minutes each day can make language learning enjoyable and meaningful. I encourage you to try one alliteration activity and one tongue twister with your child each week. Together, we can make learning language a joyful experience. Thank you so much. That's all from my part. I hand over to Ms. Mehna.
Thank you, Ms. Ramshina. Good evening, everyone. I'm going to cover the topics: consonant vowel sound, syllable, rhyming words, blends, and digraphs. Let's start with vowels and consonants. Vowel sounds are produced with an open mouth and without blocking the A flow. In English, there are 5 vowel letters: A, E, I, O, U. Consonant sounds are produced by partially or completely blocking the A flow with the lips, tongue, or teeth. There are 21 consonant letters. Yes, at ISB, we introduce vowels in KG3. It lays a foundation for simple grammar concepts such as articles. Once children learn the 5 vowels, A, E, I, O, U, they begin to understand the use of the articles A and An. They learn that A is used before words begin with a consonant sound. Example, a cat, a bat, a ball, and An is used before words beginning with a vowel sound. Example, an apple, an egg, etc. This helps children form simple, grammatically correct sentences while expanding their vocabulary. Early exposure to articles builds a strong foundation for more advanced grammar in grade 1 and beyond. Every word has at least one vowel. Learning the short vowel sounds, A, E, I, O, U, helps children to decode symbol words. We teach them using vowel songs, stories in the class. CVC words reading. CVC means consonant, vowel, consonant. How do we teach children to read CVC words? Children are first taught to read CV words, that is consonant vowel words, such as n, a, na, r, a, ra, p, I, p, s, a, so, and k, a, k, etc. This helps them to understand how to blend a consonant sound with a vowel sound. Once they become confident and fluent in reading CV words, they are gradually introduced to CVC words, that is consonant, vowel, consonant words. Coming to reading part, we have on the screen ba, that is ba. Now they are learned it. Now we are going to join the third letter, ba, t, bat, bag, bag, bad, bad, ban, ban. Next, we have ra. Now they know CV, ra, how to read CV word, and then joining to the third consonant, ra, rag, 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 rat, rat, ram, ram, rap, rap. Next slide, please. Now, we do teach them with Rialias and PPTs as well. We use a lot of teaching resources as well in the class. I have a watermelon. Yes, I hope you all can see. Ma, a, ma. You know to read the CV word. Now, the third letter, I have ma, mat. Now, going forward, map. Next, mat, max, mad, mad. Next fruit, I have dragon fruit, and we have the letter B, A, ba. Now the third letter coming, ba, t, bat, bag, bag, etc. Now, this step-by-step approach develops their blending skills, enabling them to combine letter sounds to read symbol words accurately and independently. It also strengthens their phonics awareness, reading fluently and with confidence as early readers. Once the children are confident with CVC word, they will start to read 4-letter and 5-letter words by blending the sounds. We have on the screen back, band, bamboo, banner, batter, battle. Next, rapid, rabbit, ram, rattle, radish. Now, coming to the next topic, syllable. A syllable is one beat or one part of a word that has one vowel sound. In simple words, a syllable is one clap in a word. Examples, cat, 1 syllable, cats. Now, table, 2 syllables, table, 2 syllables. Banana, 3 syllables, banana. Carpenter, 3 syllables, carpenter. Now, on the screen, we have ball. You all can try, parents. Ball, 1 syllable. Acorn, 2 syllable. Unicorn, unicorn, 3 syllable. Invisible, invisible, 4 syllable. 7, 2 syllable. Cat, 1 syllable. Now, look at the longest word in the middle and let's try to read. Pneumono ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. Now, how to segregate it, how to read that syllable. No, ultramicroscopic volcano. There are 19 syllables in this big word. Now, teaching syllables helps kindergarten children learn spellings because it breaks long words into smaller, easier to read, easier to spell. Instead of trying to remember an entire word, children learn one syllable at a time. The same method can be used to teach them in grade 1 and 2 as well if they struggle in spellings. Some of the benefits are make spellings easier. Children can spell words by writing one syllable at a time. Example, sunset. We can divide as sun. Now, rabbit. Rabbit, 2 syllables. Improves reading. They learn to blend syllables together to read longer words smoothly. Reduces spelling errors. Breaking words into syllables helps children avoid missing or adding letters. Coming to next topic, rhyming words. Rhyming words are words that have the same ending sound. Once the children learn CVC words for each vowel sound, they are introduced to rhyming words. Teaching rhyming words helps children to recognize common word families and identify similar ending sounds. For example, after learning cat, they are introduced to bat, hat, pat, rat, mat. All are ending with the same sound at. Now, I have a teaching resource. I have a capsicum. Now, I hope you all can see. And the ending sound is app. Now, I'm going to change the beginning sound, cap. Now, nap, gap, sap, tap. One more, a green apple. We have at as a ending sound. Now, I'm going to change the beginning sound, bat, cat, mat, pat, sat. These kind of realias will make the learning interesting for the kids. Now, sorry. Rhyming words I've covered. Now, this approach strengthens phonic skills, improves word recognition, expands vocabulary, and develops reading fluency. It also enables children to decode unfamiliar words more confidently by recognizing familiar sound patterns. More examples are fun, sun, run, bun, or we can say dog, log, frog, pin, bin, win, etc. Then children will be able to read and write rhyming words. Now, I would like to request parents, you can play symbol games and fun games at home. Say a word with a particular ending sound and ask your child to think of another word and ends with the same sound. Now, moving forward, blends. Blends are two or more consonants that are joined together, where each letter makes its own sound. Children learn to blend these sounds smoothly to read words. We never introduce blending sound initially while teaching. Vocabulary for letters, example, g, green, g, grape. We don't say that. Instead, we say g, gun, g, got, g, gift, g, goose, etc. But the later part, we do introduce them as blends. Blah, blue, black, club, clap, clock, star, stop, tree, train, gree, grass, etc. We introduce blends using picture flashcards so that children can connect the word with its meaning. They first learn to identify and pronounce the blend, then read symbol words by words containing the blends. As their confidence grows, they are encouraged to read the words without the support of pictures, helping them to decode words independently. Now, I would like to show a flashcard with the blend. A flashcard. Have the blend is b and r makes a sound br. Br. We have br brain, br break, br breath. Now, next one, cloud, 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 clock. Next one, br brick, br brown, br brush. Now, later part, we will hide the words and we'll ask them to, we'll hide the pictures and we'll ask them to blend and read the words. Have and l makes a sound clock, clock, cloud, clock. Moving forward, learning blends improve children's reading fluency, pronunciation, spelling, and confidence. It also prepares them to read longer and more complex words with ease. We have many blends words on the screen. Black, blue, blow, blanket, brown, brush, red, brick, clock, clap, cloud, climb, crab, crayon, crown, cry, drum, dress, drink, draw, flag, flute, flower, frog, fruit, friend, fry, green, grape, grind, grass. Now, Next, moving to the next topic, digraphs. Digraphs are two letters that work together to make one sound. A digraph is when two letters come together and make one new sound. Common digraphs with examples on the screen. S and H makes the sound sh, ship. P and H makes the sound f. T and H makes the sound th, thunder. C and H make the sound ch, children. Next, I have letter flashcards as well. So, the S and H, sh, S and H combine together and makes a new sound sh, shirt, ship, shoe, shark, shell, sheep. Next, P and H, phone, photo, phonics, pharmacy. Now, T and H, thunder, thick, thank you, thought, thick. T and H, chair, cheese, chop, child, chocolate. Why are digraphs so important in KG? We teach digraphs in kindergarten because they help children to move beyond simple CVC words and prepare them to read and spell more complex words. With this topic, I would like to end my session, and now I would like to call Miss Reshma to take over the session. Thank you.
Good evening, parents. Today, I'll be covering some important rules related to double vowels and other phonic rules. So, till now, whatever Miss Mehna has conveyed and other colleagues of mine, there are certain other rules also included to these basic blends. So, to explain that further, I would like to continue this topic with double vowel sounds. So, what are double vowels? Double vowels are two vowels that work together to make one sound. Now, learning these patterns help children read words more accurately and fluently. Now, coming to this, in KG1 and KG2, we do not stress much on double vowel sounds or vowel and consonant blends as such. But as they move on to KG3 and grade 1 and so on, this helps them to read fluently and more accurately. So, what are these rules? Let's have a look. So here, as you can see, there are some words where pain, seat, goat. If you see these words, the sound of a, like how we introduce in KG1 and KG2, a we introduce as the sound a. But when two vowels come together, the sound completely changes, and instead of a, the letter name is heard, like a. Pain, you can hear the sound a instead of a. Seat, you can actually hear the letter name E instead of E. So the sound changes when two vowels come together. This is an advanced rule which KG3 and grade 1 children learn when they start reading further. Next slide, please. Now here is a short video. I would want you all to have a look at the same.
When two vowels go walking, the first one does a talking. In boat you hear the O and not the A. In meat you hear the E. The A sits quietly. The second vowel you see, but you don't say.
Just the two of us together in train and pail and rain. The A speaks up, the I does not. But let me explain. When two vowels go walking, the first one does the talking.
In brain you hear the A, but not the I. In soap the O is clear. The A you'll never hear. In say you say the A, but not the Y.
Isn't it neat?
But
It can't be beat.
but
It's such a dream. toast, but here's a toast. We're quite a team.
When two vowels go walking, the first one does a talking. I'm sorry, number two, it's such a shame. Although it gives you pain, the rule is very plain. When two vowels walk, the first one says its name. Yes, when two vowels walk, the first one says its name.
So as you saw the video, when two vowels are talking, like this is a trick that you can tell the children, that when two vowels meet or when two vowels they become friends, only the first vowel is doing the talking. That is, you can hear only the long sound of the first vowel. Like in pain, you can hear only A vowel sound. In beat, you can hear only E vowel sound, even though E and A are together. So only the first vowel sound can be heard. So these are the small tricks that you can teach your KG3 children when they start reading. Now, what are double vowel sounds? Here, there are two letters that sound the same, like E. When double E, when there is repetition of E, instead of saying eh, it becomes automatically E. It makes the long vowel sound. In, for example, be, meet, greet, seat. Now, same with the oo sound, that is double O. Instead of making O sound, it changes the sound and it becomes oo. For example, book. We don't say it as bok. We say it as book. So this is a trick or a double vowel rule that comes together when we introduce two vowel sounds together. Next, please. Now, other than this, English is a very tricky subject, or you can say there are like many words which are very tricky, which does not follow the rules. But there are some rules for these words too, which we will learn slowly when the child goes to grade 1, grade 2. It will really help them to read better. So what are these rules? Some useful rules here. Magic E. Now, what is this magic E? When the letter E comes at the end of the word, it makes the vowel sound like, for example, when I say only R-A-T, that is at, rat, I say it as rat. But as soon as the E word is added, E vowel is added in the end, it becomes rate. Here you can hear the A sound as A. So the sound of the vowel changes when E is added in the end. So children might try to read it as rat only. So this is the rule that we have to explain, that this is a magic E. When the magic E falls at the end, the sound of the first vowel changes. So for example, rate, gate, mate, similarly. Next. Now, bossy R. What is a bossy R? The bossy R rule states that when letter R comes immediately after an vowel, it changes or controls the vowel sound. You cannot hear the vowel sound at all when a bossy R comes. For example, if you see here, if I want to read the first word start as phonetically, I would read it as st, at, but we cannot read it like that because there is a bossy R after the vowel. That is the reason the A sound loses its voice and it becomes start. We roll our tongue and we say start, germ, first, spot, purple. So that is the rule of the bossy R. It takes away the vowel sound and it stresses on the R sound and changes the vowel completely. Next. Now, what is tough Y? At the end of one syllable word, Y has a sound of long I. My colleague Miss Mehna has already told you what is one syllable or two syllable word. So one syllable is a short word with one clap. For example, try. In the letter try, when the Y is coming at the end, it automatically sounds like I. So at the end of multi-syllable word, for example, story, fairy, here you can hear the sound long E. Instead of I, you will hear long E. So these are some rules that we teach our children to make it interesting and making the reading easier for them to understand. Next, please. Now, what is soft G? I think we all, while reading English, we all might have had these doubts. Why is gift sounded as gift? And why is giraffe sounded as giraffe? Why is the G different every time? So that there is also a rule for the same. So when G is followed by E, I, or Y, it is pronounced as J. But also there is an exception. For gift, it does not follow. There are certain words where there is an exception, which we will learn eventually when we try to read. But the basic rule is when G is followed by E, I, or Y, it gives a soft G sound like gym, giraffe, germ. Next, please. Now, what is soft C? In KG1, KG2, and even in KG3, we focus on the sound saying C as k, cat, kitty, car. So we focus on the k sound. But this is a rule which comes later on when they try to read, such as when C is followed by E, I, or Y, it becomes city, pencil, face, practice, cycle. So the sound of C changes when it is followed by E, I, and Y letters. Next. Okay, this is stuffy Y. This has already been covered. Can we move on to, okay. Now, what is the floss rule? Floss rule is double letter. You might have read many words where in the end there are two same letters, like fill, F-I-double-L, ill. Why do we add double L? When at the end of single syllable sound, we fill it with double letter. If one syllable word is with a short vowel, the letters F, L, and S are often doubled at the end of the word. It can be for fill, stiff, class. All these words have double rule, double letters. That is floss rule. Next. Okay. Now U follows Q. U is always followed by Q. The sound of Q, we never say it as, we don't make a spelling with Q. U is always following the letter Q. That's how most of the words we hear with Q is followed by U letter. Example, queen, Q, quit. Next. Now, super CK rule. Now, in this rule, C and K, both individually when we read the sounds, they have a different sound, that is K, and K has a soft K sound. But when they both come together, the sound is pronounced as K, and it always comes in the end. Click, back, socks. So it is a hard sound that is heard when they are together. That is the rule for CK. They both come together and make one sound. It is similar to a blend, but it comes at the end. Next. Okay, so with this, I end the basic rules of reading certain letters or reading certain words. So beyond this, if anybody has any questions, you can type in the chat box. We will try to answer as many as possible.
And parents, we will be sharing the document. Okay, we know that it's little difficult for you to understand in one go. So we will try to share the document as soon as possible. So not to worry for that. Okay. And in addition to that, if you have any doubt, you can type. Sure, sure. We will be documenting. We will be sharing the document. Okay. Soon we will do that. All right. I would like to call Ms. Ramshina for proposing the vote of thanks. One second, Ms. Ramshina. One parent is asking about the recording session. It will be posted in the YouTube channel. So whenever you feel like any doubt you have, you can visit our Indian School Voucher YouTube channel. It will be posted there as well. Okay. So to clarify your doubts, you can visit the session again in YouTube channel.
Okay, so that's it from our end. Thank you so much for joining us and supporting the child's early literacy journey. We appreciate your time and participation in our phonics session. Your involvement and engagement play an important role in building the child's confidence and love for reading. It was wonderful to have you with us, and we look forward to continuing to work together to help the child grow and succeed. Dear parents, as told, we will be sharing these slides with you through class groups for your better understanding and support. Thank you once again for your presence and support. Have a nice evening.